Chill, girl. Let me find out. Nah,
I'm gonna just drink my drink.
nah. You do you. I'm right here manning the keyboards, doing my ITT tech shit. Yes, sabes.
And I'm just gonna smile, say what I gotta say.
Smile and wave. Smile and wave. I'm gonna go off the cuff on this one. Hold up. Give me like 1 second off the cuff. All right. You're gonna appreciate this part. Shout out to everybody that's been tuning in to the Trigger Recipe Podcast. Ya sabes. Before we start off this whole episode, yo, it's active. It's live on the 7. Add it on Instagram. Don't get it fucked up. Push that button. Let your abuelita know that we out here. We took pictures. We did our thing. Shout out to our photographer, Ya Tu Sabes. Yo, Oso Fresa was looking fine. I don't know. She almost got hit by a bus. But we're doing our thing. All right.
Commitment.
Yeah, I mean, we were consistent. We did our thing. I was looking like a whole ass snack. You feel me? The shorts were a little short, but you know what I mean? I had to pull them off real quick.
Let me find out we were 20.
Yeah, I mean, we had to match our shit. Yeah, I mean, I went all out and bought some white shoes and shit. I'm not a white shoe dude and shit, but also Fresa knows how to talk to me, so ya sabes.
I mean, it's me.
I know. You look into my eyes and shit, and everything goes into a blur and shit.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get it started quick. On our sponsors, FNX, Recharge, ya sabes. I know the quarantine's it hit everybody. I'm sorry, gyms are closed, but FNX still comes through with the recharge on the pre-workout. But I use it at work right now, so it still comes through. I get the focus, the endurance, the strength, what I need for the FNX. I love the taste. Look them up. The link on the bio. You get a 15% off. You link it, add it to your cart, and then if you purchase through the link, it helps the podcast. Shout out. All right. Our other sponsor is Golden Palms Mobile Detailing. Shout out to my Golden Palms Mobile Detailing guy. He is in the San Diego area, but he does go to LA and Riverside. If you guys to Riverside or LA, there is a minimum of a purchase of a down payment because he is going out of his way. And his time is money, ¿sabes? So, look him up. Golden Palms Mobile Detailing. Golden Palms _ Mobile Detailing. Shout out to him. He does paint correction. He does basic washes, steam cleans, interiors, exteriors, everything. He comes to you. If you got to work and you trying to get the car clean for your date in the afternoon, he'll do you. You'll do your car. My bad. That shit sounded fucked up. Yeah, for me. I don't know what kind of service is that, but that's the service I'm providing right now. So, all right. Our next one is Daniel Phillips. Our next sponsor, new sponsor. Hey, look, I got this watch. I'm a watch guy. All right. This looks classy. This looks lit. It looks durable. It looks something fancy. That shit costs like $600,000. But you know what? It's very affordable. I'm gonna put the link in the bio. All right. You click on it. All right. Daniel Phillips. Like, subscribe to them, let them know the podcast sent you. I love this material. I love how it looks. This is like kind of, I'm gonna take it to I got this meeting tomorrow, so I'm gonna wear it. It's gonna be looking like a whole ass, expensive rolly, but you know what? It's still almost on the same level, and it's on the same level because I like the design, the sleek, and what it is. All right, let's get it started. Mami, ¿cómo estás? How's your week? Let's get it going.
Oh my God, I feel like the world is just changing on me. I know.
Come on. Okay, quick question. I know, I like to go off the cuff. I'm sorry, but how do you feel now that our Instagram is up and going?
I'm so excited.
How did the feedback was lit, huh?
The feedback was lit. I got messages. People are so excited. I'm excited. I love this. We're going the next step towards our journey. It's going to be a beautiful adventure, a beautiful journey, and we're hitting that next step. We're hitting the next goals just to make this happen, and I'm just so excited, and I really couldn't feel like I could have found a better partner for this project.
Look, I found this girl. She's already yelling in her room and shit, off this rant box, and it was like, yo, she's a perfect partner because you know why? No matter what environment she's in, she's going to get her voice across.
Facts.
And that's on facts, girl.
That's
so, look, it don't matter where she at, in her car, in her room. It don't matter what it is. She's you know what? She's going to let you know what the vibe is, and that's
I'm going to tell you what it is.
Yeah, so that's why, look, she's the one. So, look, we did our pictures, Yeah, I mean, just throw us a little demon time, a little
Share
emoji.
him,
Share him, yeah, share,
yo.
dude. Like, it gets
Me
out
and
there.
Hector looked a little spicy.
I mean, looking like a whole ass snack, to be honest and shit. Cyrus, I don't know. We almost got in trouble and shit, but it's all good and shit. But
Yeah.
I mean, we did our thing. I mean, there'll be more pictures coming out. Yeah, I mean, ever since then, I was like, yo, I have so many ideas and stuff like that. But I love the content. We're gonna be on there. We're gonna keep it active, interact with everybody, and right now we're just in the beginning stages on how we're gonna do our platform. So I'm super excited. So how was your week, dude? Honestly, talk to me.
My
I know-
week was interesting, but how was your week? Let's go with you.
Look, I'm gonna tell you my week. I was ready to light myself on fire. I had the gasoline in my hand. I had
Don't
the
do
match.
that.
Nah, it's all good mentally and shit. Yeah, I mean,
I need you, friend.
I know. It's because you know how sometimes you just go through those weeks. It's like, damn, like everything's like kind of fast and hectic, and you just kind of trying to get a grasp of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how my weeks. You know what I mean? Like lately, I just been kind of struggling on sleeping,
Mm-hmm.
and lately I just been like kind of closing my eyes and just falling asleep, and then just waking up without like physically knowing you're sleeping. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like you blink and you open it, and that's it. Like I'm not fully like relaxed. I wake up tired. Like I just like lay down and got up. You feel me?
You know what I think you need?
What?
Some CBD.
See, I don't do drugs. I'm sorry.
So CBD is just
Anything
an
that
extract.
anything that comes to that plant, I'm sorry, I don't touch.
Really?
Yeah, I'm very anti-drugs. So like, I'm sorry for all my smokers, but I shout out to y'all. I mean, y'all do your thing and shit. But look, I don't put anything in my body that's gonna alter my mindset, my mind.
Well, CBD is a relaxer. See, I used to take CBD because I used to felt when I was living out in Marietta, I used to take CBD gummies, pure CBD, no THC,
Yeah.
because I would wake up and feel like my body wasn't relaxed, even though I had slept through the night. And I feel like
Yeah.
maybe that's what's going on with you.
Look, to be honest, like, look, I'll take some ibuprofen and shit, even though that's like a worse drug. Yeah, I mean, or some like, yeah, I mean, some Advils. I just, because my jaw gets tested, and I'm very scared. It's not because I don't.
I get tested at my job as well. And I've actually taken pure CBD gummies and came out clean because it has no THC.
See, even that still scares me because I don't know who's making it. I'm not in the room. Yeah, for me,
I see
it
what
says
you mean.
it says THC free, but you think I got like half a pound in there. See, I don't. Yeah, for me, like I don't even know. Like I'm not even trying to touch those waters because you know why? Well, I just because like I don't know. I had like kind of like a something that came to my head today. I was like, look, it took me 6 to 7 years to get where I'm at right now. I'm in a position that where I'm able to run a company, and I'm not gonna fuck it up by putting some stupid ass gummies. I'm not saying it's stupid, but I'm like, for my personal opinion, it's fucking stupid ass gummies in my mouth just to make myself relax. I'd rather drink some chamomile tea or some shit. You know what I mean?
That'll help too, yeah.
You feel me?
Some sleepy time tea.
Yeah, whatever. But it's just like I'm very like kind of like eggshells on how I don't even I don't even drink like that. I mean, I having a beer right now, but like I'm not here getting stupid and shit. Because I'm scared that like lose my job. Because right now job right now is very important.
Yes, sir.
So like and I got a daughter and I got my own place and I gotta provide for myself. Like yo, like you can't even fuck that up right now.
Definitely.
So like you know what I mean.
And that's
like,
what makes you a man and not one of these toys.
you feel me? Like hey, just
That's why I fucks with you.
look, girl. I mean, why
That
am I
mindset,
single? Like let's talk about that. Huh?
I don't know. Why am I single?
Like, bro, we were telling each other like, why we single? But you know what? That's how
Hector, you single?
I'm single. So what's the vibe? You know what I mean? Like, like DM me. But if you DM me, also Fresh is looking at it. So, yeah, I mean, it might be one of us talking to you. So what's the catch? You feel me? But like one of the other things, I was like, damn, like I'm hella busy and shit. So I was like, yo, if I would ever have a partner, because I'm trying to like make this company work. I'm getting to the position like I'm almost having the grasp of it, like controlling this company and running this company. I was like, dude, I would really like. I was thinking in my head like, damn, I would really have to find someone that has like that kind of patience and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
That's very important.
It's one of all my life goals. I took 6 to 7 years to get to where I am, and it's just to fuck it up for some chick. You feel
Yeah,
me?
you can't be doing that.
Yeah, you can't downplay your life and shit.
The
but for
wrong
some
female
girl.
in your life will really, really alter things in a negative way.
You feel me? And I was just telling somebody. I was having this conversation with my brother. I was like, look, dude, like I think I'm gonna take the approach of like letting people know what the vibe is. I'm gonna like, look, I don't have time. When I got it, I'll share it. If I share it, I might share it my free time with my family or with you and stuff like that. I just have patience with me. You know what I mean? Like I have goals and shit. Like look, si me quieres mantener, fuck it, let me know and shit. Aquí están mis biles. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I want some money on the side too, cause I want to have fun. Or you know what I mean? I could do my thing and catch this bag for my future, for our future, maybe. This is the conversation I'm having with my brother and shit, you know what I mean? The conversation is very free. But I don't know, that's what I was going through. But, dude, enough about me. Fuck, you know what I mean? Enough about me. How is hey, shout out to Oso Fresta, got a promotion. Hey,
Hey, money bag, money
there
bag.
it is, there it is.
Hey,
So
money bag.
talk about promotion. What's your situation? Let me know. What's the vibe? I like that.
What?
I like that we just showed me. Right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay.
Yeah.
But what's up?
So
Talk
I
to
got a
me.
promotion at work. It's it's really cool. I have a new opportunity, and I really want to show my bosses that they opened up a platform for me, and I'm just gonna go and run full throttle with it. But it definitely has been very stressful because I'm figuring out so many new things. I'm trying to learn how to run something new and how to manage different people and an environment, and I'm just figuring it out as I go, and I feel overwhelmed. But at the same time, I'm just taking it one thing at a time because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna let this challenge overcome me. I'm gonna overcome the challenge for
That's
sure.
good. That's good mindset.
Yeah.
Not a lot of you know what? You know what I admire about you? And
Mande.
I'm gonna say admire with capitals and shit.
Ew.
Okay, that I know a lot of girls that just kind of like just go off like I'm gonna just go Mickey Mouse this. Like, you know what I mean?
What do you mean Mickey Mouse is?
Yeah, like Mickey Mouse is like I'm gonna just work at McDonald's for the rest of my life.
Oh,
You feel me?
hell no.
Like, cause like just stay placed at one point. Like just like I'm gonna just work at these lame ass jobs and shit. Just kind of find Mr. Right. You feel me? The last thing I want from the pedestal I'm on is find someone that's like not even like vibing with me. You feel me? Like
you,
I
you
mean,
don't. You can't be with the settler.
yeah, for me, like I want you to be better than me or on the same page so we can build each other and reach our goals faster. I mean, look, I could give you the whole world, but I could give you the whole world. I can't give you the whole world by myself. I can. It's gonna take time, but let's work on it together so we can get it faster.
Definitely.
You feel me? And then you're not a settler. You trying to get this bag and shit.
I'm trying to get this
Hey,
bag.
Yeah, you step on somebody's throat and shit because you really have a vision and a clear sense of what you want. And
Yeah.
that's what I like about you. And that's
Yeah.
on everything. Period.
Period.
Because you're a snake. No, but for real though, that's it's hard to come by, especially your age. You feel me? I'm 29. I'm old as fuck. I'm ready to die. You young. you young. You ready to go. Not a lot of girls think like that. You know what I mean? A lot of girls is like, well, you know what? I'm gonna change my profession. I'm gonna change my major like 6 more times and shit because I don't know what I want. I want to travel. Well,
A lot of people aren't used to just being out of their comfort zone.
yeah.
And a lot of people feel like once it gets hard, it's like, it's hard. I don't want to do it. And me, I just have the mindset where it's like, no, I put myself in the situation. I want it and I work towards this. I'm not going to back away just because it got hard.
No, yeah.
And like one thing with this position right now and how everything's going, I'm kind of figuring it out myself. But I do have people there that help me.
It's
And I'm not just like, oh, this is hard. Like I told my boss, like they're like, you're doing good. I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna have a little breakdown, but I got this. And like, and they can see me like stressing, but I'm handling. I'm trying to get through the next day. And if I need help, I ask them and I let them know, I'm figuring it out, but I'm going to figure it out. Teach me this, teach me that. And I want to learn and I want to keep going because at the end of the day, only I can stop me. And if I got this far already, that means I can only get farther, but I got to keep that flow and I got to keep that mindset.
That's very important that you stay like look, I always tell people like anything that good, anything that pays well, anything that sets you up for life, is gonna be a bitch. It's gonna be a bitch. It's gonna tear you down to build you up. It's gonna test you. It's gonna want you have your 2-week notice in your fucking hand. But you look at them like, damn, is it worth throwing away and restarting yourself again?
Something I read in a book that I really, really loved, and it's called Keep That Crown or Hold Your Crown or something like that. But it said that nothing worth it comes without sacrifice. Nothing worth it comes without what's the specific word? Nothing that's worth it is gonna come without specific like sacrifices or guidelines. Nothing that's worth it is gonna come without specific guidelines. Even your high school graduation, what are the guidelines? You have to complete your general ed. You have to, come to class on time. You have to take specific quizzes and exams. Whatever you want, your driver's license, you got to learn how to drive. You got to you got to overcome the fear of driving if you're scared. Anything that's worth it, it's going to come with sacrifice, point blank, period.
I think it's like kind of like emotional stimulation type. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like overcoming your fears because the moment right there is tough.
Yeah.
You gotta like I've like touching emotional stimulation because that's one of the topics we're gonna talk about today. Are you ready to transition and stuff like that? For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, because I've really for sure like at the end of, like even like probably like until like 10 minutes ago like I didn't kind of grasp it because it's kind of I like to talk to people face to face like about their life. You know what I mean? I never know like the actual like definition of that whatever.
So I guess the first thing we gotta understand is like what is stamina. Like
Yeah.
you gotta ask yourself like what is
Stamina
it?
or stimulation?
Stamina.
Stamina.
Stamina. So I think the first thing that you gotta ask yourself is what exactly is stamina. And with that, it's like okay, you're gonna ask yourself what's stamina, and basically, based on my research, stamina means that a leader has the ability to take on greater responsibilities and stay the course against inevitable obstacles. And then like this can include physical strength, emotional competence, how you endorse against conflict, and how to withstand predictable and unpredictable changes. So stamina has a lot to do with the ability to overcome and take on responsibilities and just take them on. That has a lot to do with stamina.
Right. I believe. I mean, can I just kind of touch base on like what my personal struggle and like getting over my fears and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Is that considered like a potion stamina or?
Yeah, because you're using stamina. You're taking on this responsibility and you're overcoming it. You're using, your own strengths to overcome it. It could be physical strength, emotional competence, endurance, and even withstand predictable and unpredictable changes. So you can be thrown off. So if something happens in a relationship and you're thrown off, how you handle it requires stamina.
You're right. Okay, so I want to say, I don't know if you guys heard. Well, this is the Trigger Recipe podcast, but eventually we're gonna transition to on the 7th. Shout out to on the 7th. I'm about to throw in it a couple of times and shit because I feel like we need to promote on the 7th. People that have listened to us prior, shout out to on the 7th. People that are tuning in to the Trigger Recipe. Shout out to y'all. Something that you probably don't know about. I will probably repeat a lot of my life stories because they are new listeners. So I think that's okay.
Definitely.
I was 18 and I got married. I got divorced at 24. That's one of the hardest things I ever had to go through at that moment in time, because we transition and we get older and our different versions of like struggles change, and if they modify to something else. When I got divorced, I thought that it was the end all be all. You know what I mean? I thought that the world was crashing down on me, and it was just like, how do I get out of myself in that? At that time, I didn't know it was depression because I didn't have someone telling me, yo, you're depressed, because I had nobody there. How do I get out of that? Emotionally stimulated, right? Or
with emotional stamina, yeah.
Yeah, have an emotional stamina to get out of that moment of like weakness. Honestly, I just fucking just like got up and I just chose, like, I literally sat down. I sat down and I wrote everything I hated in the relationship and everything I loved about it and how it ended. You know what I mean? Why you're doing this and how you're gonna get out of this, and then telling yourself how you're gonna be. Why are you happy? I took that piece of paper and I walked around with it for probably almost a year. You know what I mean?
Damn.
And then I kind of read it time by time, and I usually read it before gym. You know what I mean? Because I was constantly I had to build myself physically because I was just not mentally strong. So I had to build myself physically to feel that strength, break it. You know what I mean? Go through a different struggle. You know what I mean? Kind of take my mind away from that. You know what I mean? Focus on my body. Like, fuck, my shoulder. You know what I mean? Because I'm fucking constantly working out. And those, honestly, that was the biggest reason why I got over that downfall in my life. Because don't get me wrong, I got very dark, dude, dark. Like, I'm not gonna. I mean, if you know someone that's going through that, it got dark. And yeah, dude, like it's just like you just sat. Dude, I didn't want to go so dark to the point I never come back. But yet then I was able to like kind of grasp my mind. I was like, look, dude, get the fuck out of here. Like, you know what I mean, get out of that fucking room and just go. Go to the crunch, and it's like just fucking go. I don't know what I'm doing, but just do something. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I got it. That's how I got.
Yeah, and you were being emotionally strong.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, for our listeners that don't know, what makes someone emotionally strong, is the fact that they manage the stresses of daily life more effectively and recover more quickly from challenges and crises when they arise. Since emotional strength refers to a person's internal coping abilities. So that was your way of coping.
Yeah.
Your internal way
That's a big thing. I mean,
Yeah.
it could be little things. You know what I mean? Like work. Oh fuck, this fucking meeting, dude. Like this meeting. You know what I mean? It's not the end all be all. You know what I mean? Like, do the best you can on what you got.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like don't over like, yo, like I'm gonna get fired and shit. Like, well, hold up. Like, I mean, there's rules and regulations. You can't just fire somebody. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta really like think about the things. You know what I mean? You're the moment don't define you.
Yeah.
You feel me? You do what you can on what you got. Like, I mean, the moment doesn't define you. Like, just do your best. You know what I mean? But doesn't mean because if you're giving your all and the results ain't there, don't mean like that's all. I mean that just I don't know. I feel like I want to say.
I feel like what you want to say is that your reaction at the moment does not always display your emotional stamina.
Boom. See, that's why I got also fresa right here for me. Yes, sabes, mami, ya tú, coño.
So, like, at the moment, you felt small, you felt hurt, you felt broken. But how you reacted that's how you reacted to the situation, how you reacted to the obstacle. That's where that emotional stamina comes into play. Because a lot of people are misled, especially a lot of movies and today's culture gives the idea that emotional leakage, or basically showing emotion,
Yeah.
it shows weakness. But in reality, it's like, just because I show you a little bit of weakness because I had a frustrating moment or because I had a reaction doesn't mean my emotional stamina isn't strong and I can't come around and overlap this
Facts.
bitch. Basically, point blank period. Just because I cry about it right now, that may mean I'm frustrated, but that doesn't mean I got defeated, because I may be knowledgeable enough to say, fuck, okay, I need to take a second, cry this out. But guess what? Like Cardi said, you wipe them tears and you handle business. You're allowed to cry for 1 fucking minute. I think she said like I give myself 5 minutes in a year or 5 minutes in 3 months, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, I've done it before. I think you've done it as well as many other people. I fucking cry in my car on my way to work because life is fucking heavy on my shoulders. I park that bitch, wipe those tears, put down the mirror, make sure I look good, fix my hair, and go inside and handle shit like a boss.
Keep it A100 and shit.
A100.
A person that can't show their emotions, dude, you just gotta like coming from a man.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's strong of you to show your emotions. You know what I mean? Not people say, oh, like the men and gotta like just kind of like tough it out. Nah, man. Like if you're in a relationship, you gotta show your emotions. You gotta show your partner that you're able to like open yourself up like that.
Yeah.
It's important. Yeah, you know what I mean?
The word for this that I basically learned not that long ago is stoicism. So stoicism basically means the endurance of pain and hardship without displaying emotion. So a lot of people can go without displaying emotion, but the fact that you go ahead and have a momentary reaction doesn't make you any weaker, though.
No, of course not.
It doesn't. It doesn't make you any weaker.
It doesn't find you less of a man because you're expressing yourself.
Yeah, emotional strength has little to do with stoicism and even less to do with any momentary reaction, because at the end of the day, the person's ability to overcome an obstacle has nothing to do with their initial reaction.
Facts. I like that.
You're powerful.
Yeah, you powerful too, girl.
Yeah.
Like, I think we have to send each other like powerful messages in the morning to kind of like gas each other up and shit. Nah, I mean, look, like, dude, honestly, like, I think all our struggles empower us and like get us through. Yeah, I mean, it modifies us every day.
Yeah, and your physical way of overcoming your obstacle is actually a very healthy way of building up emotional stamina.
Yeah.
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 Just so you know.
Really?
Yeah. Because based on my personal research, when it comes to ways to improve that emotional stamina, part of it is remaining as physically fit as possible.
Oh, really?
Part of it is remaining as physically fit as possible.
The reason why I'm shocked, because also Fresa gave me like this paperwork that she told me to read.
Uh-huh.
I didn't read it.
Of course not.
But I love your effort though, because you're very like, you're very like detailed. I'm not a reader.
You're not.
I'm a listener.
I love it.
I'll listen to you all day and night.
Mm.
Just giving you a girl's
Ladies, he's single.
look. Yeah. I mean, I'll be your ear. I'll be your rib. Whatever. Look at the kid as and shit, yeah?
No, but yeah, like literally.
good.
So being physically fit, working out, all that physical exercise, it's proven to help us think better, and also taking greater responsibilities. It's a way of building our mental strength, and we can find ourselves a mentor as well. So let's say for me, since I've met you, I can say my life has been better, not
Wow.
worse.
Damn. Okay. Hold up. Pause. Really?
Facts. I find you like I see you as a mentor. When it comes to this whole platform, this podcast, I say everybody meets people for a reason. When I met you, I was like, damn, I felt in the gunk. I had started the whole Rambox page, but then I kind of let it die out. And then I met you, and it was like a sign, like boom, like you know what? If he can do it, and I vibe with him, I can do this too. So finding a mentor is actually a way of cheering us on and pushing us to where we need to be.
Yeah. Of course.
So your way of coping mentally was through physical, being physically fit,
and
working out.
And I put you in that simulation
Yeah.
on how I work out, and it's intense.
And didn't I tell you it fucking hurt? I couldn't walk for 3 days, but I liked it, and I went
out.
back.
Yeah, I mean, because you worked out. But yeah, dude, like you had to. That's how extreme I get. But look, I go in with the mindset, and I leave with a different mindset. More, my shoulders are down. I'm defeated, but I'm content.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I walked in broken, but I came back rebuilt.
You push yourself to a limit you didn't think you could push yourself to before.
I feel like there's always a limit every fucking day. Yeah, I mean, you wake up and like I'm never like in the same spot. I'm always doing some shit.
Isn't it crazy when you look back like a year,
I look
back
back
and you're
like months.
months? Yeah, and it's like, damn. Like, I've really grown. Like, I'm really somewhere else. Like, I can look back to where, let's say a specific holiday. Like, you pick a specific holiday.
Yeah.
And it's like, what was it? The 4th of July just passed?
Yeah.
I looked at where I was a year ago at the 4th of July. I never thought I was going to be where I am today.
Really?
Yeah. And the 4th of July before that was a completely different story. And I never thought I was going to be where I was the last 4th of July, you know?
Right.
So,
Well,
and
yeah,
then this 4th of July, it's like, whoa.
Well, we adjust, like, dude, like, shit. I mean, if what I was like a year ago and the year before that, it's like two different like motions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, for sure, like from where I'm at now is totally different where I was like a year and a half. Like a year and a half, I was like stressed out. I was losing so much weight because I was so under the pressure of stress. And then now I'm just like more kind of like laid back and stuff like that. Even though some of the same situation is still the same as a year and a half, but they're different now.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And
like,
you worked your ass to get where you are.
Yeah.
Just
dude.
like you said with your job, you worked your ass to get where you are. You're not going to let anything interfere with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's sacrifice. Don't get me wrong.
Sacrifice.
A lot of it's like, dude, you might shed some people, and they might be the closest ones next to you, but they got to share the same vision.
Yeah.
The same vision, same goals, and like, it's not permanent. It's just temporary, and they gotta you just gotta let them know and making sure it's just only temporary. And this day and age, man, like, I'm very honest. Like, if you got somebody that's like has those kind of goals, man, just hold on to them, but make sure they have good intentions as well. Yeah, you know I mean, as far as partners,
definitely.
Because I mean, last time you want is a bum ass motherfucker and shit. You feel me? Like, no bum motherfuckers around here and
No
shit.
quiero.
Hey, if you DM also first time you're a bum fuck, I mean, trust me,
Hector's gonna call you out.
I'm gonna call you out and shit, homie, because
Hector's gonna hit me up like this bum motherfucker hit you up.
yeah, I'm like, hey, homie, shit, diamond and shit, no fakes.
No fakes.
No fakes. But hey, talking about fakes and shit, like, okay, so I'm gonna transition to the red table.
That one kind of hit you.
She ain't got me in an entanglement and shit. She got me in an entanglement and shit. Look, this shit hit me hard, like low key and shit. I mean, I'm gonna really be careful on how I say shit because I ain't trying to get people's feelings hurt and shit. Even though I got the green light, I still want to be very respectful and shit.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, because I respect this person and this I don't know how it was that what is this goofy chick's name? Jadis Pickens. She goofy for that.
You
homie.
said goofy.
Yeah, she goofy and shit because I swear to God, like she really was trying to brush off like, yo, I got in an entanglement, and this fool was like, he called her out, low key, like, nah, you dated him, like, feel me?
Yeah.
Like she like, nah, like she really trying to go in.
In my perspective, listening to it,
We listened to it right before we got on
yeah,
here.
in my head I was like, yo,
She really trying to play it
August
off.
ghosted her, and that made her reflect on herself and check her ego. Like she and that what's funny is you said she had to go with the bug boy to find her, so I can't.
Bro, she really went for a fuckboy. Like, bro, she left Will Smith. You know what I mean? Like Prince of Bel Air.
Okay, but
I know he ain't perfect, but shit, like,
see,
bro.
because remember what I told you? She said, I just wanted to feel good. So that means for a minute, she didn't feel good.
A fact.
And us women, we have that. When we want something and I don't know, at least me, I'll tell like a man, like, I don't feel like this no more. You haven't been doing that. And if your man ain't handling business.
It don't even gotta be sexual. It should be like communication.
Yeah,
It could
like
be,
even like affection. Like remember we talked about love languages. If your man ain't fulfilling your love languages, you're gonna feel like you're just being ignored,
I mean,
not being loved, not being appreciated, and you might need a fuck boy.
I know someone's gonna ghost. Hey, trust me. Hey, I'm 1-800 ghost fuckboy. I'll ghost you real quick. So if you want to get ghosted, homie, hit me up because I ain't gonna hit you back up and shit. I'll say hi and won't say hi back again and shit. No, but dude, like it just shows you like I don't know. This is how I got it.
Yeah.
Would you be able to be in a relationship long time like they did?
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so I'm gonna word this so all my listeners could listen. So if me and you were in a relationship, if and we're there here we're with each other for 20 years, and you're like, yo, I'm not happy. I need to go get me some fuckboy dick. So just laugh if you want to.
You saw my face.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes.
And then so I was like, yo, I need to get some. You need to get some fuckboy dick, and then just so you could be happy.
I don't think she
Hold on,
went out with the
hold on,
intention to
let me
go get
finish
some
what I was about
fuckboy
to say.
dick.
Hold on, let me finish what I'm saying.
Finish.
Were
Dime.
you able to take that person back? Vice versa, some dumb bitch or a fuck boy. If I dated some dumb bitch because I wasn't happy, were you able to take me back, and then I'll answer if I would take you back.
Okay, so the way I'm seeing it, if we're in a long term relationship and we decided we have issues, and I decide to break up with you, and we
And
just
it's healthy if it's healthy.
yeah, like we just decided let's go ahead and break up and go our separate ways, and I find out that you're dating somebody that you've been intimate, emotionally, physically entwined with somebody, and then you decide it didn't work out, if I would take you back.
Yeah.
If I loved you and I really felt like you just really needed that check to really learn and appreciate what kind of piece of shit is out there, for you to appreciate the piece of gold that you had over here, that diamond you had over here,
Facts.
I'm gonna thank that bitch and make sure she never come back.
Oh shit.
Like real facts.
Real shit, you blew me away because I swear to God, knowing you, I thought you were gonna be like, you could go die in hell.
Cause sometimes we do get comfortable and forget what we have.
Yeah.
And we need to be
Facts.
reminded about how toxic other people are, or how worthless other people are, or how like we need to be reminded like
Stay humble, keep
like
humble.
you can step out of your relationship and you'll be reminded with the fuck boy, with the low life, with somebody who was faking the
bum-ass
funk,
motherfucker.
who seemed like he wasn't faking the funk, but then you realize he really ain't about it, and then that can make you realize what you really had at home. And best believe you're gonna be sucking my toes for a while, but I might just take you back.
Yo, she does got some nice toes. I don't know, dude. Hey, she trying to turn me into a foot fetish motherfucker.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean,
But yeah, if I really felt like you really needed that check, if I felt, okay, don't get me wrong, it's gonna be a transition. We're gonna have to work towards it. You're gonna still have to prove yourself.
It's like a
to
second
me.
rebuild. It's like a second.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to rebuild. But if I loved you enough, yeah, I would take you back.
Facts. And it has to be like more of like, damn, like I'm falling off of love a little bit.
Okay, now
It-
would you take me back?
from experience, I've done that. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm a very forgiveful person, and I forgive, and I've been through the rebuild mentally, and I'm gonna tell you this right now, it's hard.
Definitely.
But dude, if you love that person, oh Lord, you will get through it because I've got through it. I mean, it's a challenge every day when you wake up. It's just like, damn, it will creep up on you mentally every any moment if it wants. It's your mind. His mind is strong, okay. But if you, like you said, if you love that person, you can get through anything you want, and it's just gonna push you to what you want in the end is to love her or him. So from if asking me, yes, I would take that person back because I've been through that. You know what I mean? Granted, if it works out, cool. If it doesn't work out, not because of what happened and the entanglement, but because of it fell off because of other things. Okay, that's understandable. But in my situation, it didn't fall off because the entanglement. It fell off
The
because
entanglement.
yeah, I mean we were in a little entanglement, but honestly, it fell off because of personal issue, like just a personal issue, but
Who
not.
is that? Somebody I entangle with.
Yeah, I mean, like you want to catch an entanglement and chill. Nah, on some real shit. Like I've been through that. It's tough. Like seeing it, like dude, like seeing it and observing it. It will take you down, and like I've only could speak for myself and myself only.
So you
And
were
these,
trying to go through the healing process, and you had little dabs here and there,
what do you mean, Dabs?
like little dabs that would bring you back.
Yes,
Like you would take a few
little
steps forward,
like little
and then you
flashbacks.
have little dabs
Yeah,
that kind
like
of
a
make
little
you take a step
PTSD,
back.
however you want to, however you want to say. Not a I never. It's never a step back. It's just more of a reminder
A
of
reminder of what
it,
really
like
happened.
how my mind, like where my mind was taking me. But in the end of the day, you just tell yourself, look, you love this person. Obviously, you accepted the challenge, and you're gonna fucking go through it because you love this person. You know what that person's worth and what that person's is gonna give you for the rest of your life. And that's what I did, and that's what I took down. Yes, I knew the challenges. Obviously, I knew what I was gonna get myself into. But did I regret it? Fuck no. I never,
Fuck no.
because if I'm not gonna regret my actions because the actions are gonna what made me the man I am now.
Okay, I have two questions for you,
All right, do it.
but it's going to tap in a little
A
bit.
little tap,
A little tap tap.
tap, tap, tap.
All right. So the first one is, okay, as a man, do you think those flashbacks came from your pain or your pride?
My pain,
Your pain.
pain.
Okay. And then for the man who's considering, who's stuck in that situation, should I not take her back?
So
What would you say? Coming from a man that's been in that situation. Or what did you ask yourself before doing so? What did you take in consideration?
I broke down pretty much every little thing. I sat down for like a good Saturday. No, actually, it was a good Sunday after church because I'm a man of God, so that's one helped me a lot. Two, you gotta be very physically and mentally strong and able to get through it and have that communication with your partner, but your partner has to be on the same page. It's not a one man game because you ain't gonna win. You're just gonna fuck it all up. You guys make sure you have the same goal and the same mindset and able to work on it and able to be free to express yourself in that situation because there's a lot of feelings going involved. Yeah, I mean, you just can't go in and be like, "Oh, we Gucci," and like, no, dude, like, there'll be flashbacks. You be like, "Damn, like, fuck, like, yo, she was really with some dude and shit." For me, because I sat nights. You know what I mean? I'm like, "Damn, she was really with some dude." Like, yo, like, damn. But that's my mind playing games with me because that's not my heart no more. That's my mind, and my mind is obviously it's just a movie. It's just playing. It's a plane, but your heart is telling you love her. And when I told myself, I was like, "Yo, I love her." So he's like, "Look, thank God, hey God, you know what? Let me like ease my mind real quick, and let me go to sleep, and let me wake up with a peaceful mind." And that's what I did. And then when I woke up with a peaceful mind, I never really like expressed that like, yo, like I did love her. Yeah, I mean my actions for sure was pure, but my problem was I could never show my affection. You know what I mean? And I regret that. But you know what? Like I am the man I am now, and obviously I'm not gonna make the same mistakes twice. You feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's tough. You're not a lot of people could do that.
You're right. Not a lot of
I've
people
been
do
through
that.
the ringer, and for sure, like dude, like it's tough. Like I pat myself on the back that I was able to see it in front of me, but yet then I didn't never let it define me.
Did you have like any little triggers?
As far as what?
I was like one thing that would consistently have you have like a flashback or throw that
Nah,
back in your
because we
mind?
were on the same page.
You were on the
We
same
were very
page.
careful. Because in the beginning, you got to be careful. If you really care about one another and you love each other, you for sure you be very careful on each other's feelings. Yeah, I mean, because it's very sensitive. It's very touchy. Yeah, I mean, if you feel like and like it's getting to that point, you stop every fucking thing you're doing and check each other. Like, yo, I'm fucking tripping. Like, yo, let's talk. Like, and then you let your partner open their mind to you without having judgment, because you know what the situation you guys have been through.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It's tough, dude. Like, not everybody can survive that, and if you do, kudos to you, because not every man, not every woman can do that.
Damn. I give you props, bro.
Yeah,
I give you mad
dude,
props.
hey, shout out to you. You know what I mean? Like, I am the man I am now, and I have that mindset. It's just tough, dude. Like, honestly, like, and I don't regret shit, dude. Like, honestly, it's just like I don't regret it. I mean, it's all love. It's all vibes, and it's, you know who that person is and stuff. And I'm not even trying to get into that shit, but it's a long time ago. So
And that's part of who you are today.
Yeah. I mean,
And honestly, me being the person I am, I talk a lot of shit. And I say
talk a lot of shit.
I say it how I see it. And so far, I have nothing bad to say about you. I have a lot of respect for you.
I mean, no, I'm not perfect.
You're not.
I'm not perfect.
But so far, everything you...
Because we're not in a relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a friendship level. It's a business level. So obviously, we're going to have more ups and downs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously, we could very, very communicative and express each other without having a lot of downs. Obviously, we're going to feel like a little shitty and stuff like that. But that's never going to bring our relationship down. It's always going to just try to push each other up.
Well, I'm proud of the man you are today.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That was one of my things. I was just saying, like, yo, can't be in a relationship. And then another one was, do you have another one from your perspective before I go into mine? It's like I want to go back and forth and shit.
No, regarding that specific question, no.
Okay, my other thing was, are you able to heal with your partner or without your partner? What's the proper way to heal in your perspective? Because
I feel like that's very situation based.
yeah.
Because
Well, your experience from your past.
I've tried...
Or if you want to get it too personal.
Well, yeah, I'm going into like my personal perspective and what I've been through. I've healed best by myself.
Right.
I've healed best by myself. And that's where a lot of people there's a difference between people that are independent and I think the other word is interdependent.
Right.
So it's been statistically proven that people who are independent minded and heal independently, they actually are more willing to speak about their issues and speak about their traumas because they have the natural understanding that they're the ones that are going to solve them themselves. They don't depend on other people to solve their problems for them. So in their head, it's easier for them to actually share their issues and share their trauma and what they're going through because they have this natural understanding that only I can really fix it and I don't need other people to fix it for me.
Right.
Compared to people who are more interdependent, they have a natural tendency of keeping more issues to themselves because then they feel that they'll go ahead and make it someone else's obligation because they expect that interdependence and assistance with problem solving.
Yeah.
Personally, me, I'm more independent in the sense that I can share my problems because I know at the end of the day, I went through them, I've dropped and picked myself up, and I don't depend on anybody else to fix my problems or help me heal myself.
Yeah.
I would expect some type of guidance, but then I gotta do the work, I gotta do the hustle,
You don't want nobody to fix you.
Yeah, I gotta fix me.
Yeah.
And I've done the best healing personally on my own because I've tried fixing a relationship that's broken. I've tried working with somebody who doesn't see the same thing that I see, and I tried and I tried and I tried, and not one but two relationships, and with nothing but an open heart, love, patience, commitment, thinking that if I love you more, if I'm committed to you, if I talk to you more, if I tell you, you know, what I'm learning. I actually was in a relationship where I was actually listening to podcasts, listening to videos, reading books, looking at videos on YouTube.
You did everything you could in your
trying to
power.
build, like, okay, what's wrong with this relationship? What's wrong with this relationship? You know, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with my partner? How can I put something on it so we can fix this relationship? At the end of the day, like, then I realized once I've left those relationships, I've healed myself and I've been able to micromanage and overlook what went wrong, where, here, there, within myself, within the other person, within our environment, and heal myself in that aspect. So I just heal a lot better by myself. That's
By
just
yourself,
me.
by yourself. I was for sure. I think that's very powerful. Yeah, I mean, because I'm at one point I thought I needed someone to fix me. You know what I mean? I've been in this situation. I left the relationship and I jumped in real quick to another one, like quick. I mean, I'm not saying like next day and shit, but I went in too soon for too soon to for it's good. You feel me? Like I went in too soon and thinking that I was good. Yeah, I mean, At that time, I thought I was good. I mean, at the moment, you don't. I mean, you're just going what off of you thinking. Later on, at this moment, right now, I broke it down. I'm like, dude, I fucked up. You know what I mean? I shouldn't have done that because one, I just didn't affect myself mentally. You affect the partner you're with. Me going into a relationship, feeding the ego, saying the right things and stuff like that. Just trying to telling yourself that you're okay, but you're really fucking not. You know what I mean?
Dude, yeah, we've all been
And
there.
then telling the partner that you potentially want to be with, like, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, and you go home and you're fucking fighting your demons. You know what I mean? You shouldn't do that because one, she's telling you, she's believing that you're good, and she's going with the notion that you're good, and then she's pretty much seeing a future. But yet then every day you go pass by, you're growing distant because your demons are getting to you. And at one point, what's gonna happen? You're gonna fucking leave that relationship and you leave her fucking crushed.
Yeah.
And then why? Because you couldn't get through your shit by yourself. And I've learned that it's not okay to go into relationships. It's okay to talk to people. Don't get me wrong. Like interacting with people is fine. Getting to know people, that's fine. But don't get into a relationship if you ain't fucking ready.
Yeah.
And that's what I did.
I highly agree.
And that's fine. People that know, they know, and that's fine. I'm here to help people, not just. I'm not here to like hide my demons, but for sure, for the person that's going through the same situation as me, if you're going through a relationship, it don't matter if it's 10 years, 2 weeks, whatever, and you fall over head over heels and you feel some kind of way, don't jump into a relationship.
Do not jump. Can I ask you something?
Yeah, handles.
And you can totally tell me no if you don't want to answer this question.
Yeah.
But what was a sign that showed you that you wasn't ready?
I was scared of commitment.
But was like something that happened, something that was said, a reflection
Like
that you
after or
had,
before.
like during that made you realize, or did you realize afterwards that you weren't ready?
I was just couldn't commit.
Okay.
I couldn't fucking commit. Like
Okay.
I was scared because I was even though I was telling that person like I'm with it, but I could never make the initial jump of like yeah. Like, you know what I mean? I was always tell that person like let's chill. But knowing damn well like I'm not okay. And then I fed her what she wanted to hear. And that's fucking horrible. I'm in the place that this person is very strong mentally, physically. She's such a sweet person to the point that she understood my pain and my mindset at that time. So to the point like, dude, shout outs to y'all. Like, shout outs to you. You know who the fuck I'm talking about. That it didn't really affect her at that after. Like, because I had a conversation with this individual. I've sat down with her and I FaceTimed her, whatever. I went totally off the rails, like I went fuckboy mode. Like, dude, I straight ghosted. Yeah, like I fucking straight ghosted, and that's trash.
That is trash.
Yeah, like that's low of me. Yeah, I mean, I've never ghosted someone like that. I mean, I always told people like I've been in 2 relationships, my marriage and my BM, and then I was trying to get into a relationship. I was trying to fabricate a relationship, but I knowing damn well it wasn't gonna be a relationship because I was scared of commitment. Potentially, I could have been in a relationship. It would have been rocky as fuck because I wasn't ready. You feel me? I would have got into a relationship, and then this whole time I'm fighting demons in my head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, I'm going through all these problems and shit. Like, yeah, granted, this person was there for me, but like, I really needed to be by myself. And at this moment right now, I'm a single man, and I really think that it's okay to be by yourself. For the person that's going through it, it's okay to be by yourself. It's like you don't need somebody, and if you really need somebody, talk to your friend.
Yeah.
You feel me? Talk to your mom, talk to your coworker, talk to somebody, but don't expect people to fucking fix you. You can't be fucking fixed.
You can't. Only you can fix yourself.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a long. Once you realize you really are broken, it's gonna be a long journey of really.
I was
healing
broken,
yourself.
dude. Like I was broken. I was going through my demons. Like, dude, they took me down, and for sure, and some people fucking just took some hits on the way. You know what I mean? Like,
It happens.
it sucks, dude. Like, I'm sad to say, like there were some casualties and shit, and I regret that now, but. It's the worst way to go through it, you know what I mean? Because you hit somebody on the way and shit.
Yeah.
Instead of just fucking beating yourself, you beat somebody else with it.
I actually think it's better that you went about it that way because you didn't go into commitment.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. This person was like potentially.
It wasn't you. It wasn't them. It was you.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. This person was potentially like somebody that's worth it. You feel me? Like worth it. This person was worth it, but I went in at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Like maybe if you would have talked to me a year and a half after I got through my demons, Maybe. We don't
Yeah.
know. I'm not a fucking fortune teller. But at that time, wrong time, boy.
Wrong time.
Like, boy, chill out. Like, sit your ass on the couch.
What is you doing, brother?
Like, bro, I should have just played. I just should have just watched some TV or some shit. But I was like, I realized I'm scared to be alone because I've never been alone. Like, look, I've been alone to the point I was 17, going on to 18, because I got with my high school sweetheart. 18 to 25, I was with somebody. 24, 25, because that's when my divorce was happening. I think I spent like a year and a half, a year of being kind of single, but I never really messed with anybody because I was rebuilding myself.
Yeah.
So I could say I was by myself. Then I got about my BM. I had a kid super quick, and then we were with each other for like 4 to like 5 years, I want to say. And in between that 25 to my BM, like it was really like just kind of work mode and then working out. You feel me?
Yeah.
Trying to mentally build. So what I want to say is like, fuck, dude, I lost my train of thought. To be honest, I lost my fucking train of thought because I was just like went blank mode. But
like deadass, it was the right person but the wrong time.
Yeah.
And that happens to people. But I'm actually happy. Like, I've done that, so don't think that you're the only person.
Oh no.
Like, there's definitely people that have gone that. But I'm actually happy that you acknowledged that you weren't ready for commitment. And you didn't jump into commitment because I went the other route.
Like you went straight in.
So when I left my like narcissistic relationship,
Yikes.
so I left that toxic relationship. You know, I was by myself for a few months, and then I met somebody, and take into account, this was an amazing person. I actually really loved this person and had a lot of love for this person, and I was with this person, and I started a beautiful relationship. But something this person never knew is that I was still very, very, very in the time of my much needed healing. That instead of taking that time for myself, I was healing while starting a new relationship, and that was not okay.
That's never.
And
okay.
it fucked me over so bad. To put it into depth. Imagine like you fall asleep at night, and your girl gets her phone and crawls into the kitchen, and hides, and calls her girlfriend crying.
Like your friends.
Yeah. So he would fall asleep. So the person that had started a relationship, he would fall asleep, and I would go into the kitchen that was like on the other side of the apartment at 2, 3 in the morning and call my girlfriend crying.
That's tough.
Because I was feeling guilty for falling in love again.
Yeah. Because you never thought you were going to be in the same in this situation again.
Yeah. But then here's where it gets bad. When that relationship wasn't a success, when that relationship failed, not only was I healing from one relationship, I was now healing from 2 at once.
Oh, so you were fucked twice, like mentally.
Yeah.
Like, so you had to really go through some big demons.
Yeah.
That's
And
tough.
take into account, now I've been single for almost a year, and I'm still in that healing transition.
Yeah.
So I think it's better that you acknowledge that you weren't ready for the commitment, because here I was thinking that I was just traumatized from my previous relationship, and I was feeling guilty for falling in love again, and it was all a manipulation thing. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But at the same time, I didn't take the time I needed to heal from that first situation, and it fell over and rolled over into my next situation, which did have some impact on why my relationship ended. And therefore now I'm healing from 2 relationships at once, questioning myself as a woman, as a partner, as a person.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you acknowledge that, because I didn't.
Yeah, for sure. Like, yeah. Granted, I had to acknowledge it like 6 months down the line. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things. But but I acknowledged it even more when I spoke to that person again. So I just didn't ghost and just like forever disappear and poof. Like, nah, I came back and I was like, yo, I apologize.
And I give you props for that, because women need that.
Yeah, like, yo, like, I straight up, like, look, maybe it wasn't as fast as the individual wanted to as an apology, but I went back and I was like, look, I'm fucking sorry. I'm a scumbag. Like, I'm a dick. You deserve better. Like, yo, you know me for X amount of time. Like, I shouldn't have put you in this situation emotionally like that.
Yeah.
And
And that's very big of you.
oh yeah, dude, because
That's very big of you.
but because in the end, dude, like I show love to everybody, no matter who it is. Like if it's my exes, my ex-wife and shit, or like my BM and stuff, whatever. Like at the end of the day, I have a big heart. I'm a very forgiveful person and stuff like that, and I could acknowledge my like my faults and stuff like that, and I'm able to like apologize. Yeah, I mean, and mean it, and have that conversation with them, and be like, look, I fucked up, but I still got love for you.
Yeah.
As far as I'm gonna show you respect by apologizing and showing that like, yo, I was a dick and shit. Like,
And that's big moves because I know men who have no conversation regarding closure because they're fucking pussies.
yeah, because they don't want to. You don't want to deal with the smoke.
They can't deal with the smoke. They want to serve it, but they can't deal with the smoke. Like there's men who cannot do closure that you can legitimately ask for closure and they won't fucking do it because they can't handle it.
Yeah, I mean, like, dude,
They
like,
can't handle the realities in their face.
good.
They can't take accountability for their actions.
It's healthy to like forget. It's healthy to like tell them like, yo, I'm sorry. Right? And then mean it, not just say and just fill in the blanks. Like mean it and express yourself like, yo, I fucked up. I mean, like it's like in my situation, like I got a BM, so I got a baby mama. And what's the cliche thing that happens when you got baby mama? It's always bumping heads and always back and forth, right?
Facts.
You met my BM. How's the relationship as far as you saw, like as far as in the interaction verbally? You feel me?
Respect.
Respect is always one thing. It's a kid. There's no like, yo, like it's always like cats and dogs. Like yo, like she's able to call me and like interact with I could interact with my kid without being fucked and weird and shit. You know what I mean? So that I mean that's the kind of communication we get, and that's how if I could have that communication with her and be Gucci, like bro, like as far as yeah, we got our demons and we got our personality, different personalities, but yet then we could talk like actually adults.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what I mean? So if I could do that with her and she might be in, why can't why can't I just bring that in like and apologize to these girls
Yeah.
like for this girl?
I think a lot of men fail to understand that as a woman, we have a lot of pressure, just like you as men have a lot of pressure.
More on the woman for sure, but yeah, for sure.
But a lot of women, they question themselves after something doesn't work.
Yeah.
And a lot of when men ghost you, when things don't work out and they don't have the audacity or the strength or the manhood and just the reality that comes with taking acknowledgement, having a conversation and having that closure, you will alleviate all that questioning that we do of ourselves. If you just tell us this happened, this was going on, or I don't really know what the fuck happened. Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
You will alleviate a lot of that pressure we have on ourselves, a lot of that stuff that's running through our head because we question ourselves as women, as partners, as future wives.
But
we question ourselves.
Yeah.
And it's a natural instinct.
Yeah. But like even during that relationship, if I was with also Fresa and I'm with her like X amount of years, like 10 years, you gotta know her like the way she moves and the way she like moves her shoulders like she's stressed out, right? So I'm gonna come at you like, hey, come here, like what's going on, like como estás, like you acting funny, like that's normally happens when you got something going on in your head. Like let's talk about it.
Yeah.
You gotta be. I think the best way to like, I've learned to like, don't wait until she tells you. Don't wait until she tells you. Figure her out. Especially with her 10 years and you really should know your partner.
Yeah, but what if you're with somebody for a little bit of time? Like you said, you were associating with somebody and decided it wasn't for you and then backed out, but then realized that was wrong.
But I'm talking about in the long-term relationships.
In long-term relationships?
Yeah, you should fucking already know what the Bible is. Normally like, yo.
But not a lot of men pay attention.
Yeah. And that's, hey, boys. No, like
boys.
men.
No, boys.
Boys becoming into men. I'm going to tell you this right now. Yo, if you got a snack right next to you and she eat a whole fucking bag of chips, my dude, open that bitch up, eat it up. Because
taste the crunch.
Taste it. Like, look at her. Like, if she ain't going through some shit and she thinks she's Gucci for like the last 6 months, between those 6 months, something happened and you didn't pick it up.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean don't wait until something happens. Just sit down with her on a fucking random day. And I'm like, Mami, let's sit down. ¿Cómo estás? Like, let's have this coffee and shit.
Come at her with that tone too.
Yeah, like, hey, like, I know you ain't going through some shit, and maybe you are, but like, where you at mentally? Like, how you been for the last couple months?
And then a lot of men don't know how to communicate.
But I'm talking to boys and shit, because if men know what's
yeah,
up. So I'm
boys
talking,
don't know how to communicate.
so boys, like, if you going through that, if you got your girl, and just sit down to her, be like, look, and women, the girls too, talk to your man. Like, look, I know us men, we can't be opened up. It's hard to open up. Me, I struggled opening up because I was scared of like their judgment of how I felt, because sometimes my thoughts are very strong, and the way I think it's very strong, and I was always scared to like say what's in my mouth and then be looked at different. So I always kept a lot of shit bottled in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm still working on it. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I'm still working on it. I'm a work in progress, but for sure, boys, look at your girl. And go get some ice cream or some shit and just break.
Yeah.
Just where's she at?
You being a man that had difficulties opening up, what strategy would you go about telling women who want to work towards their man opening up to them?
Find his comfort zone. What is he like? Find his comfort zone. Like, dude, like,
Do you guys open up more after sex?
fuck no. I just got my dick sucked. The last thing I want to do is talk. Yo, catch a vibe with Hannon and shit. Yo, don't come at me with these high-hitting Steve Harvey questions after I might think.
I'm just wondering, because us women, we like to cuddle. We like
Facts.
we
but-
like, what is it called? It's something talk. It's pillow talk.
Pillow talk. Bro, you better get this pillow out of me. Like, nah, dude.
Like, get this pillow out.
Bro, nah, girl. I just smuggled.
So-
I just try to choke you with this pillow. That's not him. I want to fucking talk about some shit.
So men don't work that way.
No, me, I don't work like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't. I like to be comfortable. Like,
Or is it better to put you under pressure so you can open up?
so you want a nigga, you want a motherfucker to leave and shit, right?
No, like if I
Nah,
fucking
dude,
like,
look,
like if
when
I
you-
fucking put you in a car and I lock the car and I put you in an empty parking lot and I'm like, you better, like, that's it. I've been trying to get out. You tell me what the fuck is wrong. Like, will that work or would I get
you
you?
talking to me?
You
be single
The
as
old
fuck.
Hector.
You be single as fuck.
I'd be single as fuck.
Yeah, no, you'll get some smoke.
So you don't do it under pressure.
Nah, you get some smoke. You get like, what the fuck you doing? What you about? Like, what the fuck? Like, don't fuck come at me like that. So
So you like that, baby? What's
nah,
wrong?
nah, I don't like baby.
Tell
what's
me
wrong?
what's wrong,
Nah,
baby.
don't
Let
treat
me
me like
get
don't treat
Let
me
me
like a
massage
child.
them thighs.
Ah, shit, she seen the quads this weekend and shit, so I don't know. She seen the legs this weekend. I don't know. Nah, but real shit, like, when are you most comfortable in your comfortable setting? Everybody's comfortable setting is so different. Mine is the gym or hitting the batting cages, and then, like, you know what I mean, like, just approach him like, hey, don't talk to him when he's confined in a car because he's feeling trapped, because then it feels like a setup. You feel me? And then if he's in it, like, for me, if like you would want to talk to me some shit, not the gym because I'm too focused right there, but like, you know what I mean, when you're eating, you know what I mean, his comfort food, me going to the batting cages, talking to him in little moments, you know what I mean? Things like that. Just get me comfortable. Get your partner comfortable. Relax their partner. Don't start breaking him down when when he has a lot of shit going on, as far as like, you know, he got like a big ass meeting and shit, or you got like 8 kids and they're all crying and shit. You trying to fucking find out what's going on. Like, dude, like, nah, you're not gonna get the best out of him or her. You feel me? Try to get your partner as comfortable as possible. Don't put alcohol involved because it might get a little tricky and shit. I mean, it'd be very like sober, for sure. I think the key is comfortability. To just try and be as comfortable as possible, and then just kind of talk to him, but like, don't use cuss words, because your value. I've learned this. You use cuss words, the value of your word is invalid anymore.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, if I start saying what the fuck, it's like I can't just take you serious no more. I've learned that.
Okay.
Shout out to you. So I was like, yo, like, so you could talk to somebody and still have the same effect, but without using more cuss words. You know what I mean? So you could have a very impactful conversation by saying just words themselves without being like, don't talk down to them by using cuss words. You feel me?
Am I allowed to say you got me fucked up?
Why?
Not you. Like, I'm just like.
Oh shit, you scared me and shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck did I just say? That was powerful and shit.
So like, am I allowed to say that?
No.
Like before make a very
No.
powerful statement, am I allowed to
No.
like turn around and be like, first of all, you got me fucked up.
No, because then I'm not gonna pay attention to you because now you're just acting fucking stupid. You feel me? Like, hey, look, I'm going through some stress. No, you just be like, if you want to say you got me fucked up, just be like, look, dude, like I'm just tripping right now.
I'm tripping right now.
Like same shit. I got me fucked up. I'm just tripping. It's no cuss words, but you still saying the same thing. You just gotta word it different. You feel me? But for sure, just get your mans or your girls comfortable. You know what I mean? And then just like, hey, I just want to say like, every conversation you're having with your partner is different. I mean, depending on what it is. You know what I mean? If you're talking about him motherfucker cheating on you, that shit is never gonna. You can't get this motherfucker too comfortable for him to have that conversation.
Okay.
That's just kind of rip the fucking band-aid off. But if you're just trying to make sure this dude is like trying to help you like clean up a little bit more and shit like that, you know what I mean, or just kind of communicate better with you, those are conversations for sure. I'm not saying wine and dine this dude or a girl, but like just, I mean, ain't nothing with ice cream and walking down Seaport Village and shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
That's not bad.
yeah, for me, like,
Yeah, you're definitely a lot different than I am.
yeah. See, that's why, that's how people get stabbed around here. Shit, right?
No, you're just different. No, like me, like my comfort zone, like I like to communicate after, like, you know, you break my back, not over here like somewhere else.
Nah,
I'm just like, okay.
Nah, girl, like, yo, the last time I'm over here putting instructions, and that's all of a sudden I'm trying to get like therapy session. Like, come on now, like, that's not the vibe, dude. Like you're intimate. Don't get it fucked up with like not problems.
Well, not problems, but you can
Issues.
You can bring up an issues and discuss.
Since
I feel like you're in a very, very connected
yeah.
state.
So you're telling me like, yo, I'm gonna write you, but let's have a serious conversation. And
No, like I feel like afterwards you're just very calm. You're very connected, and like emotionally and physically, you just connected so deep that, you know, I feel like at that moment walls are down and you're just in a good place, and you can kind of, obviously I'm not going to be like, yo, you didn't pay the bill. Like I'm going to be like, hey, you know,
Nah.
I've noticed you've been talking to me a little differently. What's going on? Kind of break those walls,
So
you know?
you had to fuck me to tell me what's up.
No, I just,
No, well, hold up. You had to have intercourse to get your partner to say something. You feel me?
well, sometimes I feel like things can get very tense, like life in general. So I feel like when
But
you're
now
in that
that part-
good place, you're just in a very good place mentally. You're
You
at
know-
peace. You're both calm. You're connected.
You know what's gonna happen? Now every time you fuck
He's
your
gonna be
part-
paranoid.
Yeah, he gonna be paranoid as fuck. Like,
He
yo,
gonna be like, "Fuck, what I
last time
do?"
she was writing me, and then all of a sudden she was checking me about some shit.
Why would I be checking him? I don't think it would be like
Well, not
stupid little
check-
shit like
not checking
like
him,
you
but,
didn't pay
like,
the
having
bill. But if I notice that he's been acting a little bit different or acting a little bit
Don't-
distant,
don't
I
get-
feel like that's the time to talk about like, hey, I've been feeling like this.
For that question, separate that, dude, because that's intimacy. Like that's love. Like, you know what I mean, don't get.
So what do you talk about after you have sex?
Hey, you pregnant? like, hey, you got a plan B and shit?
Damn it!
Nah, look, honestly, like, it depends on who I'm with. Like, if I was like with someone like I really love, for sure, like, yo, like, let me break it down because I'm not trying to be fake as fuck. You feel me? Mm-hmm. You like to cuddle, right? You're a cuddler.
I love to fucking cuddle.
Yeah, like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, from my past relationship, it was kind of like we had a kid and shit, you know what I mean? So it's just like, time was precious, intimacy was precious, intimacy was precious, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of like at that moment, it was just like, for sure, like, I like to, I don't know, dude, like, it's different, you know what I mean? For sure, I like to cuddle, but not too much, because I run hot as fuck, you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to sweat, but for sure, I don't mind her on my chest. You know what I mean? Because if that's what she vibes, I'm going to give it to her because that's her love language. Let me find out.
Yeah.
Let me find out I'm listening.
You know what's one of the most amazing things I heard, and something I love hearing from our listeners? Something I learned in your podcast.
What?
When a sentence starts that way. Like, oh, something I learned in your podcast. When somebody messages me or tells me, when I tell them, hey, what do you think about it? And they're like, I love it. Something I learned was like this and that. I had a little wine and dine date with one of my close girlfriends from high school not that long ago. I asked her how she liked it, and she was telling me how she liked it, how she loved our vibe. And then she was like, you know, something I really learned in your podcast. And then she was telling me this and that. Hearing her say those words made me so fucking happy.
It's a gratification as far as like are the reason why we're on here is to help people.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we're not gonna always talk about relationships, and if we do, who gives a fuck? We all got relationship problems. We all got problems, but at the moment right now, we're gonna talk about this for sure. That's awesome. Shout out to all my listeners. Don't forget on the 7th on Trigger Recipes. On the 7th on Instagram, but don't forget Trigger Recipe. The link is in the bio for the last 4 episodes. All right, guys. But for sure, yeah, I'm not. I'm a cuddler, but yet then don't hug me for too much because I run hot and I get freaky. I get freak not free. Hey, chill. Hold up. I start I start freaking out because I start sweating. Dude, my house is like always has AC because I just run hot. You feel me? Like, yo, we just went maniacs and shit, and then all of a sudden, like, we trying to get more hot. Like, yo, like, I don't know. Like, me personally, it's just I like to cuddle, but not too long. I don't know.
Okay.
It's complicated, but for sure it works. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know about you and shit, but I mean, I don't know your love life, but
I mean,
it's
good.
It's good. That's what's up. I'm not trying to get in depth in and shit, but calmada, morra, and shit. No se me acelere and shit. And we're just talking about our personal life and shit, but for sure, you talking about important things for sure. Never do that because obviously I'm just from a man's perspective. Yo, I just got laid up. I'm tired. We probably both tired as fuck. Yo, I just probably busted a nut in this chick. So I'm like, yo, she really probably think if she's your wifey, cool. If she's not, yo, he probably thinking he just got this girl pregnant. You feel me? Like, it all depends. Like, you know what I mean? So just please don't do that.
Don't do that. So it's a no. So I need to cut it out.
Well, I don't. Well, I hope so.
I need
You
to
don't
cut
do
it
that.
out.
Yeah, I mean, just don't do it because you're mixing to something amazing to something fucking negative. Because yeah, just don't fucking do that.
Okay, I won't do it no more. You're so like
I'm trying to help you
so
out.
affected by this.
I'm just trying to help you out, girl.
I know. I love it.
I'm trying to bring out the best version of yourself out. Yeah, you know what I mean, if it ain't me, it's like Prince Royce and shit, or whoever comes in with the white horse. You feel me?
I mean, like I said, I feel like you, like, I'm not ready to date right now. Like, at least not in a relationship. And, like, when you say, like, you need somebody that really understands you and, like, is patient with you, like...
Yeah, I mean, it's tough right now. Dating for me right now is pretty interesting. Don't get me wrong, I'll talk to people. I'm always going to say that. I'll have a conversation with somebody. But I feel like my situation is a little complicated and stuff like that, especially right now because I have a really good relationship with my BM. So I'm very paranoid not paranoid because I feel like my relationships, if I would get into a relationship in the future, I don't want it to be like, because I'm really trying to have a good relationship with my BM, and that's very
Which is
healthy.
definitely a priority.
And it's a priority. It's very healthy, and I'm trying to break the barrier on the very cliche of like you shouldn't have a relationship with your BM. You feel me? It's always should be like very negative. You feel me?
No,
and
always.
then, yeah, but a lot
of people who come from that way from that mindset come from insecurity.
Yeah, so like my barrier I'm trying to break is I want to be comfortable to have a conversation with her without having like, hey, don't text her like what the fuck or like why you always like.
That's gonna be hard.
That's gonna be hard, but you know what? I'm not saying it's impossible. You feel me? You find the right person that has the same mindset as me and yourself, because you have a very powerful mindset yourself, and a clear understanding where you stand and where the boundaries are. For sure, you're gonna vibe with someone that comes into your life.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Don't fabricate some shit that's not. Don't be like, oh nah, like I don't really talk to my BM. Like, but when you get home, you're fucking just replying to all her messages that she sent you while you were on the date. Like nah, like obviously you're not gonna talk to your BM while you're on a date, but if something happens, you should feel free to have that conversation.
How do you feel about situationships?
What do you mean?
Like when you're seeing somebody but you're not with them, but you have a mutual understanding.
Make sure you just lay it all down. Yeah, for me. Just let it be known, like, this is my situation.
Is a girl wrong for having a situationship?
No, because she's being honest and truthful, and that's the foundation right there. If you have honesty, if you're loyal, and then if you're just being all just like 100, there's nothing wrong with that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Don't fake the fucking funk. Let it be known. Keep it 100. You know what I mean? I'm a busy man. I'm always on the go. I got my kid. I got my company I'm running. You know what I mean? I got this podcast. I let it be known. Like, yo, I got this, and this is. If you fuck with me after that, then that's what's up.
Yeah.
But if you got issues with all that shit, then you can't fuck with me.
I think for somebody who's in, at least for somebody who's in kind of the situation we're in, where we kind of,
we got goals, dude. Like, we got fucking things we want to do.
I
and
think
like,
situationships are kind of the way to go right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay to talk to people, but don't be in a relationship.
Yeah.
If they're okay with it, then they're okay with it. But I'm not gonna extend my hand out. I'm gonna stand myself right next to me. I'm not gonna drag nobody. But I mean, if someone wants to stand next to me, cool. I'll let it be known. Look, I'm not gonna fucking. There's no relationship. This is my mindset. We could have a conversation and have drinks and whatever. Once sex gets involved, for sure it gets tricky, but you gotta be strong and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For me personally, you ain't my girl. We just talking. You wanna fuck dudes? Cool. But when we're kicking it, we're kicking it. You know what I mean? Like, that's all on you. Because one, you ain't my girl when I ain't in a relationship. So you could do you while I'm doing me. I think that's very strong and that's very immature of someone to be like, look, I mean, you I'm not your end all be all right now. So like, you can handle you. But like, when we kick it. Like, there's nothing wrong. We have a consistent conversation through a text message or whatever, or phone or FaceTime, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you could have, whatever you can. But I think it's very important that, like, if you gotta let it be known, like, look, I'm just looking for this, and if they're okay with it, that's fine. The longevity that's gonna last, it's not gonna be long because we get feelings. We're all human. We all have emotions, and we get attached. You know what I mean? But it will happen for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
So it's what you call it?
Situationship.
Yeah, it's situationship for sure. I'm in a position for sure. Like, if I would talk to somebody, I'll let it be known. Like, look, I got all these things in front of me. If you ain't fucking with it, if you just have one issue with one of them, trust me, I'm narrowing my situations. I'm narrowing the people I talk to, but for sure, like, if they fuck with all of it, cool. If they don't, if they got issue with one, I'm sorry. Like, look, and they're not even like stupid shit. Like, my BM and my kid. Like, the relationship with my BM is very important to me because I have to have the communication with her. My kid, my career, and this podcast. And this podcast is everything to me right now because it's my hobby. This is what I do, and this is what I want to do in my life. Definitely. Eventually, I want this to make a career. I don't want to work no more. That's the dream, right? Imagine if she was like, if I'm like, oh, why do you podcast? Okay, well, now that's affecting you, so that's fucked up. Why do you talk to your BM? Well, I have to talk to him, so I have a shitty relationship, so that's gonna fucking suck because that's important. My career, why do you work too much? Well, I'm gonna stop working a little bit. Well, that fucks my career up and all the work I put in for the 7 years I put in.
Yeah.
So those things are very important to me. If you have patience for me, then that's fine. If you don't, then you can kick rocks. Yeah. And I keep it 100. Trust me.
Definitely.
And that's on facts and that's on period.
Yeah, because I wouldn't want somebody to interfere with. I literally just got promoted, and I would
imagine if I told you like, oh nah, like nah, let's vibe, like, dude, nah, unless I got like $10 billion in my bank, I'm like, yo, and I know you wouldn't like that because you ain't, dude, no es que te mantengan, or maybe tú sabes que
a
te
mí me
mantengan?
gusta que me
Te chulean.
me chuleen. I love being
Girl, stop
baby.
playing.
I love being babied, and I enjoy being taken care of, and I enjoy a man who wants to take care of me, but I don't need to be taken care of, and I don't need a man to take care of me.
Facts.
I just prefer it. I enjoy it. I like it. If you feel like it is your life's purpose to make me happy with your pockets, I mean, who am I to intervene that?
Hey, throw that motherfucker my way and shit. God damn. Yo, homie, catch his vibe and shit. I need a PS5 and shit.
Make his pockets
Yes,
hurt.
Oh, hell no. But for sure,
Yo,
like,
tell me why I just was debating this with Mr. Gray.
Mr. Gray, does he listen to this?
Yeah.
Okay, shout out to you, boy.
But yeah.
Yeah. That's that's important, dude. That's
Yeah.
I mean, you guys know what you guys want, and if you guys agree upon those decisions, and
Yeah.
that's cool. But I mean, you just gotta be careful, dude, because we're
Yeah.
all, in the end of the day, we're all human and we have emotions, and someone's gonna get attached. Yeah, I mean, you have to really you have to really like check yourself every day. Like, yo, he's just a situationship. He's just a situationship. He's he. Yeah. Like it's complicated. Yeah, boom, it gets complicated. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just you just check, just power check yourself. Like,
What's a sign that somebody's getting too attached?
I mean, if
Because
he's,
I try to check myself to make sure as a woman,
I can only speak
like I
for
try to check myself like, okay, I don't want to seem like I'm attached. I don't want to be attached.
every situation is different because I mean, me personally, if I would be in a, I like to just be 100 with you. You feel me? Like I mean, I'm gonna just tell you how things are and stuff like that. But if it honestly, it's just situational. Yeah, I mean, like if he starts switching up on you, like, yo, he's really trying to press you to like meet his parents. You feel me? And that's never been a topic. Or like, yo, meet my friends, but that's never been a topic. I mean, if your situation is just kind of like kicking it, eating, and fucking, and that's always been for the last 6-8 months, and all of a sudden it's like, yo, like,
Do you guys really have like females that you really don't bring around anybody, like are just like DL for months at a time?
just download. I mean, depending, like, what's your approach? I mean, are you gonna wifey this girl up, or is she your like, when you're bored dinner date? Like, you know what I mean? It depends who it is. Like, I mean, me personally, like, I like to have my personal friends, and I like to have my friends I could share with. You feel me? Because I feel like it's just, I don't want everybody like. Damn, you were telling me earlier and shit about my phone.
Sorry.
This is how also Fresa pays attention to my conversation.
I am paying attention.
See, that's chile, morra. No, so I like to separate my personal friends and then my friends I can share with. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I just don't want everybody to know mingle with one another. Not be me personally, because I don't want people knowing fucking my business and shit. Yeah,
Okay.
because my personal friends I could be very open with, and then my other friends we could just everybody's all.
Do you guys
goofy.
have a certain set of friends they bring the hose around?
I don't got hoes. Chill.
Okay. Do your whole friends have like? Are you the friend that they
You
bring?
never
the
bring
hose
hoes
around?
around. You
Never.
never bring hoes around. That they just serve one purpose, and that's fucked up to say. And they're just dick appointment. They're just pussy appointments.
Chale.
Chalice. And you ask me a
So
question.
if he don't bring you around his friends,
Look, if you really want to know if you're a hoe or not, I'm dead. If you want to know if you just a hoe for the night and shit, ask them like, I want to meet your friends, and they be like, ah, shit. You know what I mean? Like,
come on.
like, ah, shit. Like, yo, like, and all of a sudden his
All of a
work-
sudden he ain't got no friends.
and all of a sudden he got work much and shit, but the last 6 months he ain't working. Like, like, you know, if he switches up on you on some weird shit, like, well, you know, like, my friends really don't like fuck with, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, they're all trying PTSD from my last girlfriend. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if there's an excuse to why he can't introduce you, then just look into it. You know what I mean? Or just be like, well, you know what? Fuck you. Then I mean, like,
Yeah.
or just approach the situation. I'm like, look, dude, like, what am I? What am I? You feel me? You feel me?
Yeah.
Or unless this dude's like, look, I'm just trying to take it slow. You know what I mean? Like, if he tells you at the bat he's trying to take it slow, like, look, I like to process things. Because honestly, like, if I would get into a relationship this time around, because I've always gone into fast relationships, quick, I would take it slow and I'll let my person know. I'm like, look, I vibes with you. I could have a connection with you. Potentially, you could be wifey. I don't know. But I'm going to take it slow. And I want you to understand where I'm coming from. And it's very important. It's very healthy. Let's get to know each other before we start interacting other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially because I got a kid. So I'm going to really take it slow. And that's like one of the last things I'm going to do. Is bring my kid into somebody that I'm potentially talking. Yeah, it's okay to take it slow. I mean, don't take it too slow. It's not like 10 years later and shit. You haven't met your parents. But take it healthy slow. Yeah, I mean, like, find the happy medium. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's where the communication is with your partner.
Yeah.
You
I feel like for us it's hard though because like when you
it's
have
'cause
when
we
you're
were toxic. That's why.
we were talking about that like
Let's find out where the toxic ones and shit.
no, let's not say that.
No?
Don't bring that energy around here.
Nah, that's not. That's not.
No, but you
cool.
know what's crazy? It's hard because you're a hustler.
Yeah, I have a vision in my head.
You have a vision. And I feel like when you're a woman and you want to hustle and you want to really grow yourself, it's difficult as well because then it's like a lot of men are used to the girls that are willing to give up everything and just stay at home. A lot of
Fuck
guys
no.
are
Nope.
are used to like a girl that will, and I was that girl, and I've taught myself not to be that girl that's gonna alter their lives around their man. And I'm done with
Ain't
it.
nothing wrong with altering each other around each other.
Around each other.
But don't give up your whole fucking life.
Yeah, don't alter your life
Because
around
you know what's
his.
gonna happen?
What happened
he's
to
gonna
me?
dominate you.
Not that.
Not like dominate, more like, oh, I got like, shoot, she low key just dropped your whole life for me.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna feel some kind of power off of that
Yeah.
shit. He's gonna feed off that shit.
But then a lot of women, like I said, like there's a difference between altering your lives around each other. But a lot of us women have the tendency to alter our life for our man without receiving the same in return.
Because they're willing to they're willing to just find love so drastically, so desperately that they're willing to just fucking just give.
Or a lot of them just don't put value into what they've accomplished. They feel that naturally the man is the one who does have the career. The man is the one that has the upper hand. The man is the one who is supposed to be hustling. And when it comes to their stuff, they're willing to blow it off because they feel like, it's not that important.
Look, slide into my DMs and shit. If you got into my mind real quick, look, honestly, I hate a bitch that's collecting dust on the couch. Mm-hmm. That's not my vibe. I want you to be on the same level as me. Mm-hmm. If you're going through hardship, I get it. Mm-hmm. But don't get through hardship in the last 10 years. And that's how it's been for the last 10 years. Mm-hmm. I don't want you to be in one place now. It's like be on some Mickey Mouse shit. You know what I mean? Like I want you to be goal driven. I don't want you to be content and just the spot you're in. Mm-hmm. I want you to thrive. Obviously, everybody's situation is different, but for sure, like always trying to find that next level, next step. Mm-hmm. I don't want someone like, dude. I hate people that just like on some just lazy shit.
Yeah.
Right now it's COVID-19. I get it. It's tough right now. Mm-hmm. But they ain't stopping some people's bags and shit. You feel me?
Yeah, it's not.
Like, oh, yo, like, go to Home Depot and shit. Line up. Go paint some houses.
Yeah.
Do something. Put some chicles and shit. Do something, dude. If I can get on OnlyFans, I don't know what the fuck you want to do. Yeah, I mean, do something, dude. Like, just don't let the situation define you, because then because a motherfucker like me is gonna come up and it's be like, whoa, because I'm gonna ask you like, what you been up to lately? Well, I've just been kind of chilling and shit. Well, I'm gonna find that shit a turn off.
Yeah.
Because I'm goal driven. I got a vision and I'm close to my vision.
You know how many guys are shocked when I'm like, oh, I read, and they're like, you read? Like if they never hear like, a girl just say, yeah, I like reading.
Yeah, I found you shocking when I say you read, because you're very like, that's patience. Mm-hmm. You're very active. You're very high energy, and for you to sit down and like read, it's kind of like, oh shit, you read. Mm-hmm. It's not because you're dumb as fuck or something like that, or like you're not capable. It's because your energy. I know you personally. You have a lot of energy. You're kind of like, I mean, not some other energies I've encountered with, but for sure, like from you, it's like, oh, you read, and then I now I can see it.
Yeah.
Now I can see it. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've been with people, with partners that read and have books and shit. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That's smart. Yeah. You know what I mean, I just can't do that. I just don't function. That's not my.
But there's like guys who are shocked when,
because they only know one fucking thing, and that's a dumb bitch.
Yeah, like they'll be like, you read, and I'll be like, yeah. Like for me to say like, or I'll have guys like, hey, you want to go eat, and I'll be like, oh, sorry, I'm reading, and they'll be like,
because they're not used to that shit.
It's like they're not used to a girl having her own hobbies. Yep. A lot of women don't have their own hobbies.
Hey, you know what it's called? Hot Cheeto bitches.
Hot Cheeto bitches. Dude, literally a lot of women. Okay, don't get me wrong. There's very good communication and there's good bonding when your man puts you on new shit, or the guy you're talking to puts you on new shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Mr. Gray, dead ass putting me on new shit.
Facts.
But like, what's crazy about it is, when do you really hear about a girl putting her man on new shit?
I got put on some new shit, and it's like mental.
But like hobbies?
Hobbies?
Like a lot of girls don't have their women. A lot of females do not have like their own legitimate like hobbies.
My partner had hobbies, but not. I'm not saying like I dove into her hobbies, but she did have hobbies. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong.
And did you prefer that compared to somebody who doesn't have their own
Yeah,
hobbies?
because it's totally healthy to have hobbies because you have to have a life. It's important to have a life outside of the relationship and a relationship. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
just have two relationships: your personal relationship and your partner's relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. I mean, I feel like you gotta like because once you go into your hobbies, now your mind's focused on those hobbies. You're resetting yourself. You're like focused on that. You're not just fucking focused at the house. This fucking guy or girl. It's healthy
Mm-hmm.
to like de-stress yourself with hobbies and doing what you're passionate. You know what I mean? Because you get the self satisfaction on those hobbies. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's very important to have hobbies. I have
Yeah, it
hobbies.
is.
I have this podcast. I work out and I play baseball when I can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those are hobbies. You know what I mean?
I fucking love this podcast, dude. I'm so fucking excited.
Yeah.
When I was telling my tias about it, they're like, ¿Y eso cuánto paga? I'm like,
Like it's not the
it's
money.
not the
thing.
money. It's something. It's a project we're creating. We're developing.
Has yeah. Go ahead. I'm
We're
sorry.
creating something, and a lot of people can't say that they've created something. And we create something that a lot of people do love and do feel help them, and that connection is something
Has
nobody
your
can buy.
has your mindset have opened up a little bit more now? You have a podcast because you want to have the creating mind, like
Yeah.
because you're also because I'm thinking about like what to talk about and like so you're opening your mind to new things.
Yeah.
Like out of your like 'cause I try to get out of my comfort zone. Yeah, I mean this is out of my comfort zone because I
Yeah.
like to talk shit about some random shit, but actually like breaking it down, having the pleasure to have you in front of me and actually like showing me these new things in front of me. It's out of my comfort zone, and I'm willing to get out of my comfort zone and talk about those things and open up
Yeah.
and able to break down my walls and able to talk about these things. Like there's a couple things I talked about on this podcast today that I was like, I don't know, but you know what? I got to break down these walls, and I have to be open.
And I'm so proud of you for doing
And
that.
it's out of respect. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
never. I'm not throwing shade at nobody.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I don't want people to go through the same steps that I did, and then and then have those and go through those demons because not a lot of people recover from demons,
Yeah.
and that's the heart, and that's for sure.
And that's where the emotional stamina comes in.
there it is, people. All right, I think we should wrap this up.
Yes,
do you feel-
but I do want to say that having emotional stamina is really important because what you believe about yourself and your success and how you discourage you and how you feel is more important than how much you can cry or what you express when a situation happens.
Yes.
So how you feel about yourself, what you believe about yourself, and what you do and don't allow to discourage you as an individual is so much more important than how you react to a situation.
Boom.
At that moment, you might feel weak, but your emotional stamina kicks in and you handle that
Just
shit
a
like a
moment.
boss.
Don't go off of temporary feelings, people.
Mm-hmm.
They're only temporary. It's not permanent. Please. Sometimes people just sleep it off. Yeah, I mean, just like at that moment, it's not the end all be all. You know what I mean? There's always bigger shit to worry about. I mean, yeah, you lose your job, but yeah, you got your family.
Yeah.
Your kid just called you, told you he loves you. Yeah, I mean, like you lost dude. I lost 300. Remember, I lost all this money.
Dude, I'm sorry, bro.
No, why are you sorry for it? It's my
Because
fault.
that sucks. I
Dude.
would want to cry. I would cry.
Bro, how did I take it? I'm like, fuck, I just lost.
You're
some-
like, this shit happened.
yeah, I lost like $300 this weekend. Like I dropped.
Like you reassured yourself by looking through where you could possibly look through, and then you acknowledged, wow, this shit happened.
Yeah, like I lost 300 and I dropped my shit. I dropped my small bag, and I was like, fuck. But you know what? Like, it's not the end of the world
It's not.
because like, I still got my house, still got my job. Like, I was like, you know what? I lost 300, but you know what I did? Like, okay, where I'm at financially? Okay, well, I have the security to able to lose 300. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where I was like, okay, let me check
Yeah.
myself.
See, that's what I'm telling you. I feel like me and you really relate. I believe me and you truly have really good like a strong emotional stamina.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it challenges and it checks us, but
For sure, people with strong emotional stamina, they are less discouraged by setbacks and disappointments, are more adaptable to change, are able to recover and express their needs, focus on getting around and handle rather than, hurdle themselves, can learn from mistakes and criticism, tend to see the large perspective in a challenge, in a challenging situation and are able to recover more quickly from emotional wounds such as failure or rejection. And I feel like you and me definitely relate to that.
That's facts, dude.
Facts.
Like facts. I don't know, but I hope all this information, our personal struggles, and what we pulled up out of the fucking grave, helps everybody going through their struggles. Don't be ashamed. You're not alone.
You're not alone.
You're not. I hope this podcast for sure helps you through your struggles. This is the Trigger Recipe Podcast. Shout outs to y'all. Don't forget to follow On the Seventh Podcast. All our pages are LinkedIn. Look us up, add us, tell everybody we out here doing our thing. Me and Oso Fresa are gonna move away from Trigger Recipe because this is my platform and my brothers, and we're gonna do our own. And we'll be recording on Wednesdays, and on Thursdays will be our release date. So be ready on Thursdays, guys. Thursday morning it'll be ready. So for sure, tag us, take a screenshot, tag us, let everybody know. Help us out, I mean? Without y'all, we ain't nothing, I mean? We do it for the fans, we do it for the followers, we do it for everybody. We'll be eventually, I mean, upgrading our equipment, making everything better, I mean, with time. Just give us time. Our content will be there. If you want to listen to this podcast, obviously it's on the Trigger Recipe Podcast. But if you are coming from on the 7th, because the link is in the bio, now we got 5 episodes all together. Then that's what you're gonna get. If you're coming from on the 7th, these episodes are what you're gonna get. Very strong, very detailed, very. I mean, you get some goofy shit in there, but for sure, that's the vibe. I mean, we like to be serious. We like to be goofy. All right, guys. Shout out to everybody that's listening to us. Shout out to all our sponsors: FNX, the Recharge, the pre-workout, the Focus, the Endurance, the Strength that gives it to me. I use it at work right now because COVID, no gym. That's facts. That sucks.
And thank you for everybody that keeps returning to every episode because we definitely appreciate
it's all
you guys.
Love. Yeah, it's all love, guys. It's all love. All right. Golden Palms Mobile Detailing for all your mobile detailing needs. Golden Palms _ mobile detailings on Instagram. Please follow him. Let him know that Trigger Recipe and On the 7th Podcast has sent you. And if you want any interior, exterior details, please DM him for any scheduling. He is available Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays, and let him and communicate with him for availabilities. And he is available in San Diego and LA, Riverside, anywhere else. Anything further as far as LA, Riverside, there's a deposit. All right. And my last sponsor is Daniel Phillips. We have a nice watch, man. I'm telling you, it's classy. I think it's worth like $1,000, but nope, it's affordable for an everyday man. I'll probably wear it in my meeting tomorrow so I could look like, you know what I mean? A little classic man type shit. I love it. It's sleek, lightweight. It's just, you could wear it with anything, a little black band. You know what I mean? Daniel Phillips, tag him, let him know the Trigger Recipe, and On the 7th Recipe has sent you your way. Or how did I say that? I think I said that right? I'm tired. All right. Daniel Phillips, thank you for the sponsor, watch company. I am a watchman, so thank you again. And this is the Trigger Recipe Podcast and On the 7th Podcast because we do have both links on both Instagrams. Shout out to y'all. And also Fresa.
It's a night. It's a wrap. Let's make it happen.
All right. Bye, guys.